Hello everyone and welcome you all back to my channel. So foreign students would have to graduate from programs tied to labor shortages under proposed changes in a document obtained by the Toronto Star. So the immigration department actually issued a document hint to the Toronto Star about the forthcoming changes for international students post-graduation work permit. This was actually published on yesterday, June 8th at 7 a.m. East Standard Time. So what this whole thing is about is they actually want to make some changes to the post-graduation work permit for foreign students because they actually think a lot of foreign students are coming into the country to pursue useless programs. This was the term they used, useless programs. Useless in the sense that they do not actually need them. You know, not too long ago, I did a video about some of the programs you shouldn't venture into. So if this is your first time joining me on this channel, I'll try to link it somewhere right here, or maybe leave it. I'll actually leave it in the description. Yes, it is about courses that you shouldn't do because I foresaw this thing was coming because right from last year, June of 2023, the IRCC came up with 6 new categories of occupations that they actually need in Canada. And they came up with trades, they came up with STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, math occupations. They came up with healthcare occupations, magric occupation, transport, and there was a last one. And then few months close, um, I think getting to the end of 2023, they came up with a reduction in this 6 occupations. They came up to 3. They came up to be health, trades, and then STEM. Yes. And then few weeks ago, just few days after the hunger strike by the foreign students in Prince Edward Island, IRCC came to address some things and mention in the statement that currently, if they are to extend post-graduation work permit for foreign students whose post-graduation work permit will be expiring, it will only be for students who are actually in healthcare, leaving the others just to be on their own. At least they don't really care so much about you because you are not in their labor market needs. Yes, and then we may mention about some trade occupations as well, and then we can all attest to the fact that just 5 days ago, IRCC came up with the extension of the pilot programs for home support worker and the home child care provider pilots, which is help. And now they are coming up with this new thing. Okay, so personally, like myself and my followers, my friends are right here, this is not a new thing to us because from the terrain of videos that I make, you can foresee that something like this was coming. Okay, so let's get into this whole thing. So if this document from the immigration department, this document was actually issued from the immigration department of Honorable Macmillan to Toronto Star just to publish it, so they give people the impression that something is coming. Okay, so moving forward, international students will have to graduate from programs that are tied to labor shortages and meet new language requirements to get a work permit after graduation under changes contemplated by the immigration department. There has been a cap in place, and this is to reduce the number of international students. Yes. So the Immigration Minister Makimila has recently hinted at coming changes to the rules of post-graduation work permit. So they conducted a survey which was distributed by the Immigration Minister's Honorable Macmilla's department to colleges and universities just to have a glimpse at what those changes would encompass. So what this whole plan was, academic programs would be coded to correspond to Canada's national occupation classification, which is the NOC. You know, over here in this country, every occupation has a code number, and yes, that is what they classify as the national occupation classification. So they are going to channel programs that are coded to respond to the NOC. This would indicate the programs that meet the educational requirements of the jobs projected to experience labor shortages in the long run. So, for example, carpenters will be mapped to one of the three programs of study, which is construction trades, carpentry, or woodworking. They are going to channel carpentry into one of those programs. So, and now the proposed changes that are coming, as I said, they are to align post-graduation work permit eligibility. So it's not going to be like, it is going to be a must or like a standard. Whenever you are done with your studies, you can automatically apply for it. No, now they are changing it that even if you are okay, let's say you've gone to school for like 4 years and you are done paying like $80,000 in for the 4 years, and your program does not align with the labor market need, they are not going to issue a post-graduation work permit to you. Things are going south, as I always say. Things are going south, right? So for more than a decade, international students have been able to pursue any post-secondary program and still be eligible for an open work permit upon graduation, which is true, whether or not their studies are relevant to what Canadian economy needs. So like now they are changing the whole terrain. If your program is not in conjunction with what the labor market, you are not going to get a post-graduation work permit. You will need to go back to your country. Yes. So now the surge of international students has prompted the Honorable Minister Macmillan to impose a 2-year cap to reduce the number of new study permits issued and the hours students are allowed to work off campus per week during the school year, which has already been being stipulated and is running now. So if they are actually trying to prove a point. So they started by imposing a 2-year cap to reduce the number of study permits, and it's very evident that a lot of study permits are being refused now, and now they changed the number of hours international students are made to work to 20 hours a week, and for 2024 is going to be 24 hours a week. So they came up with some 8 questions that helped them in their survey. So first of all was, if the permit eligibility were restricted based solely on occupations in shortage. This is okay. Then let me just highlight that one quick. Yeah. So if the permit eligibility were restricted based solely on the occupations in shortage and corresponding programs of study, which occupations should be included based on the needs in your area? These are the type of questions they sent into the colleges and universities. So they are asking, and by now they have received answers from the universities and the colleges. They also asked the third one: should international students be required to demonstrate proof of a job offer aligned with the occupational shortage list in order to hold a post-graduation work permit beyond 1 year? And the fourth one was: should any other eligibility criteria, language, PMP support, etc., apart from a job offer, be applied to the post-graduation work permit seeking to extend their permit last past 1 year? This is how the thing is going. So for now, at first, if this needs to come in place, when I applied for my post-graduation work permit, I was not made to like show any proof of funds. I was not made to show any proof of a job offer or whatever. Like, people were not made to show anything. Once you just finish school, you have 90 days to apply, and once you apply, all you needed to show was just your completion letters, your transcript, your basically your school document, and that was it. But now they are going to the point of asking you to show a proof of a job offer. So you need to go hunting for a job, and it's not going to be like a casual job. It's not going to be like a part-time. Definitely, it's going to be like a full-time job, because on a post-graduation work permit, you need to work at least 30 hours a week. So it means you are working full-time. And currently, the state of Canada, if it's not in conjunction with the labor market, even people working in the labor market program courses or occupations, they are finding it very difficult to get a job offer. How much more you who just did a random program? This is a wake-up call to all of us, guys. This is a wake-up call. But I said things are going south. So let's continue with what they said. What is your view of applying these labor market-based changes to PGWP eligibility to all graduates upon announcement this year. So they are actually making plans to announce this thing this year, rather than grandfathering students who are already studying in Canada at the time of implementation. Things are going south, my people. Things are going south. Things are going south. This is a wake-up call to all of us. As I always say, don't just come and do any kind of random programs. I've always been, you know, telling you guys and showing up you guys that please, the way this country is heading towards, they are looking for people they will benefit from. They are tired of us benefiting from them. They want people who will bet they will benefit. At least you need to work, pay taxes, so they actually expand in their economy. So guys, let's be very careful. Yes. So let me just show you guys the program that the video that I was actually talking about. So yes, this is the video right here that I was talking about. Avoid these courses. International student, don't study these courses as an international student coming to Ghana. I did this video 2 weeks ago, and I also did a video right there. High in demand trade jobs in Canada, job opportunities and salaries. Yeah, I also have other videos like no PGWP for these students. Yes, this is 3 weeks ago, and how to apply for asylum in Canada step by step. Yeah, so as I said, I foresaw this thing was coming, and I made videos about them. Please go watch them. Yes. Yeah, just yesterday I also did top high demand skill trade jobs in Canada, easy PR. Yes, where I listed their salaries and their hourly rate, and so many things. Please do well to go watch them, and please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. Yes, please don't forget to subscribe. Yes, so this is a new update from the IRCC, though it's a hint, but the tendency of from what we just all read, it means it's coming into existence, and things are not the way we seem they were. So let's be very careful out there, guys, in choosing the next program. And let's try to fit ourselves in the labor market. Don't just come, because schooling here in Canada is expensive, is a waste. So you don't waste your time, you don't waste your resources, you don't waste everybody's time, right? So let's just do it right. Thank you for watching me to this point. Please do go to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video for me so YouTube can recommend, and also do what to share this video. This is a new update, so please do what to share it around. Thank you very much, guys. You can follow me on TikTok at Alan Cash, on Facebook at Alan Cash page, on Instagram at Alan_Cash_TV. Thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you in my next video. Have a good evening.